Hello everyone and welcome back to your yoga session with Kesh. I'm Kesh and today we are going to go ahead and continue with our little practice that I came up with the other day. So I have the yoga deck. It is a collection of cards that have different poses on them, and they are pretty beginner friendly, so I felt like they would be perfect for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle up real quick. We're going to pull three. And whatever moves, whatever poses we pull are the ones that I'm going to incorporate today. Now keep in mind, if you do plan to follow along, do so with integrity to your own body. Listen to your breath, listen to your heartbeat, feel your energy and flow. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the top three. All right, so the first one we have out is the sitting forward bend. And again, this is the yoga deck by Olivia Miller. So we'll go ahead and keep this one. And then we have child's pose, which is one that we should be pretty familiar with. We'll do that one. And I think these came out before, so I'm just gonna shuffle that again. Shuffle. All right, let's do this one. We have tree pose, which is also another one that we do. I want to do something a little bit different. Let me shuffle again. I feel like we do plank all the time. Oh no, we don't do this version. Okay, so we're gonna do this one, plank. So that should be fun. All right, so we have our 4 cards. I know I said we were going to do 3, but I feel like child's pose is one that is kind of like a given, so it's like a freebie. All right, so just want to see how I want to order these. All right, so we're definitely going to start off in child's pose. We can start there, and then we can work our way to plank, and then we'll come into tree pose, and we'll save the sitting forward bend for the end. I think that's how it will flow. All right. Just goes there so I can remember. Make sure you guys can see me. All right. So over here, let's go ahead and get into child's pose. So you want to come onto your mat, come onto your knees. You want to press your knees, press your hips back towards the heels of your feet. And just get really comfy there. And what I like to do is bring my arms out and breathe in. Real deep in through the nose and press out through the mouth. I hear calls. Someone should be in bed. Ziggy. Okay, let's take another inhale. Press it out through the mouth. Let's do one more, a deep inhale. And press it out. Now gently walk your fingers back behind you and gently rest here before we begin. Ziggy, go away. Excuse my furry friend. Okay, and then we're going to come on to tabletop. We're going to press out and do a couple of cat-cows. And so we're going to press through the fingertips. You want to lengthen your spine as much as you can without creating a natural arch, kind of sinking the belly. You just want to pull it in slightly to create a neutral spine. And now we're going to press through our fingertips. We're going to take an inhale, curl the spine. And exhale. Relaxing the neck up. We're bringing the neck up, creating an arch in your spine. Then we're going to tuck the tailbone, curl the vertebrae all the way up on the inhale. Hold it here for a second, or 2, or 3, or 5, and press it out. Let's go for one more. Press out. Now we're going to uncurl our toes here, press our hips up, come into downward dog, and gently walk to the top of your mat. Bring here for a forward fold. Keep in mind to keep a loose bend in your knees. You're going to inhale halfway. Really lengthen the spine here and the neck. Make sure that the crown of your head is pointing towards the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tuck the chin. Spread the fingertips, rise all the way up, bringing the hands above the head. And forward fold, bringing it back down. Halfway lift. Forward fold. And we're going to take a step back here into high plank. So here we are in high plank. I'm going to come down halfway. Untuck the toes. Come onto the tops of our feet. Press through our palms and really bring the shoulder blades together to create a straight line on across the chest. Upward facing dog. And untuck. I'm going to come into downward facing dog. I'm going to bring the left knee into the chest, bring it all the way through. We're going to drop the right knee here. Do a halfway lunge. Nice and tall and long here. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Really keeping that core tight to create a center balance. And exhale, release. We're going to come back into downward facing dog and bring back the left leg. And we're going to do the same thing on the right. Curling the knee into the chest. Dropping in between our palms here, resting the back knee, your left knee. And we're going to rise up. We're halfway lunge. Couple of deep breaths here, keeping that core nice and tight, bringing everything into your center, nice and strong. Exhale, release. Come back into downward facing dog. Look between your toes behind you. Take a deep breath. And walk yourself back up to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Tucking the chin, spreading the fingertips. Making sure that your feet are always facing your true north. You're about hip width distance apart. If you find yourself swaying to one side or the other, of course you can always reground yourself. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And we're going to take a step back into high plank. So from high plank here, The lower halfway down, keeping the elbows close to your ribs. Press yourself up into upward facing dog. Curl the toes. Bring the hips up. And this time we're going to take the right leg up into the air. Bend at the knee. We're going to curl it into our chest here. Dropping it between our palms. We're going to come up into a high lunge. Few strong breaths here and release. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. Let's kick it back into downward dog. Kick the left leg up, bend at the knee. I'm going to try to open that hip here. Bring the knee into your chest, dropping the foot between your palms. High lunge on the left. We're getting fired up here, release. Let's come back into downward dog. And let's gently walk to the top of our mat, in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring the hands to heart center. Become one with your breath. Notice how your energy is flowing right now. Notice how your heart is pounding. Notice your breath. Take note of the heat that you're building up within your body. Embrace that energy in your palms. Envision it being like a light, a fire that you're creating from within. And you have it right here in between your fingertips. And so as you press your palms together, do so intentionally. Like you're harnessing that inner fire, allowing it to grow bigger, stronger and brighter, like we're doing with this practice here. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take a step back into high plank. Come onto the tips of your toes, lower halfway, and press ourselves up into upward facing dog. Untuck the toes, press the hips back, downward facing dog. Kick the left leg up, bend at the knee, and bring it in towards your chest, dropping it between your palms here. You're going to turn out your right foot to 12 o'clock, and we're going to come into Warrior 2. So here in Warrior 2, you really want your body to be fully extended, all of your extremities. So your arms are nice and straight here, straight across. Look over your middle finger. You want to make sure that your back leg, which should be your right, the right foot is facing outward at 12 o'clock, and your left foot is facing forward, which would be like 9 o'clock. You got 12 o'clock and you got 9. There we go. Warrior 2. Nice and strong. Deep breaths here, keeping that core tight. We're going to come down. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So kick that leg back up. Bring it down for downward dog. Right leg goes up. Bend at the knee. Bring the knee into the chest, drop it between your palms. Unlock your left foot to 12 o'clock backwards. And warrior two on the right. Same thing, you want to look over your fingertips. Make sure that your shoulders are not up at your ears. Bring them down nice and relaxed, straight across the chest. And we're going to release and bring it down. Kick the right leg back up. Bring it down. And we're going to come to the top of our mats. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise all the way up. Take a deep breath here and forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Take a step back. We're going to come into high plank once more. Going down halfway. Untuck the toes. Pull ourselves up into upward facing dog. Untuck the toes. Press your hips back. Downward facing dog. Now we're going to bring the left foot up. Bend at the knee. Curl it in towards your chest. And we're going to drop our left knee in front of us, right behind our left palm. That's how easy. Go good. Go. 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 He wants to be in the presence of all this good energy. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. You're going with it. Right after this. Back up. Back up. Back up. Go. Alright, so here we are in pigeon pose. And the idea is for your foot to kind of be facing out on the outside of your mat. So it may feel strange at first, but it's really going to open up your hip here. You just want to hang out for a few seconds. If you like, you can come down and really get into it. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So let's bring ourselves back up. Kicking the left leg back in the air, gently bringing it down. Right leg goes up. Bend at the knee. And curl it in. And drop it. Drop the right knee right behind your right palm. Extend your left leg. Vertical pigeon on the right side. Just hang out here for a little bit. Alright. Let's bring ourselves back up. Right leg goes back in the air. Gently bring it down. And let's walk to the top of our mat. Remember to flow with your own breath. You're doing all this with integrity to your body. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise all the way up. And while we're here, we're going to move into our next pose, which is tree pose. Oh, it just started snowing. It's so pretty. So you're going to ground yourself onto your left foot, nice and strong. Open your toes and press firmly into your mat. Lift the right leg, bend at the knee, and gently place your foot either right at the bottom where your ankle is. I'll turn this way. So here. or you can bring it up. Am I going to get it? There we go. Here. Treat those. We're going to do the same thing on the left. You can gently bring it back down. You're going to ground yourself onto your right side. Bring the left knee up. And you can place your foot on the inside of your right leg. My sweatpants won't let me be great today. It's okay if you sway a little bit. Trees tend to do that. And we can gently bring it back down. All right. So let's make our way down. We're going to bring our arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take a step back. Come into high plank. And we're going to bring our knees down. Here we are at tabletop. So I actually skipped a card. How did I do that? It was right in front of me. All right, so this is our plank, right? So you're going to ground yourself here, pressing your palms firmly into your mat. Neutral spine, so your arch is not, your butt's not up like this, but it's also not tucked like that. So nice and straight. You want your hips to be, your knees to be hip width distance apart. And you're going to gently extend your left leg behind you, right? Keeping it nice and leveled, and extend your right arm in front of you. So this is all core work here. This is all balance, but it's coming from your core. So if you tighten your core, you'll find that it's a bit firmer. You get a firmer placement than if you just let yourself loose. All right, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side or the right side. Extend the right leg behind you and extend the left arm in front of you. Really stretch your fingertips out. Don't let your hand be lazy. You know, really get it excited here, right? Same thing with the arch of your foot. You want it to be nice and strong. Tightening your core. And remembering to breathe. And we can bring it down. Let's go for one more round. So we're going to go left side. Left leg back. Right arm out in front. Nice and strong. And release. One more time on the right side. Right leg goes behind you. Left arm goes out in front. Engage that core. Tighten up. And release. Let's come back into child's pose. Taking your knees out as wide as your mat and bringing your big toes to touch. Extend your arms and hands out in front of you. Place your forehead on your mat. Take a nice deep breath here. All right. And let's come into a seated position here. We're moving on to our last card. With your legs fully extended out in front of you, sitting up as straight as you can. I'm going to raise your arms up and slowly bring them down towards your toes. If you can touch your toes, great. If you can't, that's fine too. But the idea is that you want to get your hands as close to your feet as possible. So if to you that is your ankles, if that's your knees, that's fine. Ziggy's ready for Shavasana already. Can you sit? Can you sit? Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Thank you. And you really just want to stretch out your hammies here. That's what this is all about. Flex your toes towards you and away from you. You sit. Sit, puppy. Sit. All right. And we're going to bring ourselves back. And let your body completely, fully relax. This is your time to call all of your energy back into your body so that you can take it with you for the rest of the day. Ziggy, no kisses. So you can close your eyelids, relax your jaw, relax the space between your eyebrows, relax your ears, your shoulders, your fingertips. Let your feet kind of flap open. And just relax and be with your breath. When you're ready, curl over onto your right side in a fetal-like position. And then press yourself up. Hands to heart center here. I want to thank you again for joining me. Thank you for following along. I hope that you feel really good in your body. If you do, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to come back and join me on the journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. And namaste. Peace to you. Peace to your day. Y'all be easy. Right, Ziggy? It was a good session, yeah. Until next time, I'm Kesh. See you later.